Sometimes breaking away from the routine, like to congregate for a forum like this, it's a very interesting and good change for all of us. On behalf of Nagarjuna Group, I heartily welcome Pujya Swamiji Bhaktiratna Sadhu Maharaj, and I am going to read out a small introduction of Swamiji before I hand over to him. We all are living during the times of having great advancement in life, wherein our communication is wireless, telephones are cordless, cooking is fireless, and food is fatless. Our work is effortless, our education is valueless, our mistakes are countless, our attitudes are careless, our feelings are heartless, our relations are loveless, our arguments are baseless, our conduct is worthless, our youth are jobless, and the whole world is becoming restless. Yet we claim that we have advanced. In short, 21st century has everything, yet it makes everyone feel it is lifeless. The simple reason for all this, which His Holiness Swami Gaurangapad says, is because our religion has become creedless, and the deepest secret behind that is because our faith has become godless. Swami Gaurangapad says, most of us we believe differently. Actually, he says we are spiritual beings to have a human experience, but not human beings to have a spiritual experience. Swamiji has widely gone into the depths of our Vedic scriptures, Upanishads, Puranas, Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita to reiterate strongly what Lord Krishna spoke in Bhagavad Gita as what we sow, so we reap. Swamiji was born in Ahmedabad, Gujarat on 22nd November 1971 in Gujarati Audich Sahasra Brahmana family. Right from his childhood, Swamiji had an intense spiritual inclination which was nurtured by his pious and noble parents by the regular and daily recitations of kirtans and bhajans of Lord Krishna at his home. During his school and college days, he visited all the thousands of holy places of Vedic pilgrimage in India, from Himalayas to Kanyakumari and Dwaraka to Puri, along with his father. Due to these intense travels, he developed more and more detachment from the material world and attachment to lead a saintly monastic life of constantly chanting and preaching the holy names of the Lord. Swamiji studied in the English convent school at Matunga in Mumbai and was always exceptional academically. He later got into IIT Mumbai and passed out as a gold medalist. Despite his academic brilliance, he was never inclined materialistically to go abroad or stay in India to make a career, to earn money or to lead a grihastha life of marriage. Even after into IIT Mumbai to do a Master of Science integrated degree in chemistry, which included comprehensive training in all the engineering fields, which had very lucrative and promising occupational prospects abroad, Swami Gaurangapad requested his parents to allow him to retire with some land and a cow in the village so that he can peacefully practice his spiritual life instead of getting entangled further in what he believes is Jadavidya and the rat race of this material world. But his parents wanted him to join IIT, and so he conceded to their desire. He started preaching about God right from the time he entered into IIT. Ultimately, the culmination of his intense spiritual quest from childhood was reached when he came across the 17 golden volumes of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita translated from Bengali to English by Srila Prabhupada in the philosophical section of the IIT Central Library. After completing his 5-year course and obtaining his degree, he joined the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, founded by Srila Prabhupada, and served as a brahmachari leader in book distribution from the beginning. He was later put in charge of publishing, designing, marketing of Srila Prabhupada's book as the head of the Bhaktivedanta Book Trust, which is the largest publisher of the Vedic books throughout the world. He served in this position for more than 5 years. Due to his sincere and untiring efforts, the Vedic book production almost tripled in 3 years, and the Bhaktivedanta Book Trust Mumbai became the largest publisher of Vedic books in the world, in English as well as other languages. Meanwhile, he utilized his spare time in deeply studying the books and teachings of Srila Prabhupada, and later those of the previous acharyas, the associates of Lord Chaitanya. He is greatly respected as a powerful speaker on the science and philosophy of Krishna consciousness in English, Hindi and Gujarati. Some of you, if you had seen the Atma serial, which was shown in Sony TV about a decade back, he was a regular speaker on Bhagavad Gita, which was regularly shown on Sony TV about a decade back. So he was rated as one of the topmost favorite speakers on the Atma serial, which was broadcast all over the world. Swamiji is presently working on the translations of many books establishing the glories of Lord Nityananda and Gauranga and Hare Krishna Mahamantra. He is also preaching Gauranga Katha, Krishna Katha through house programs, seminars in English, Hindi, Gujarati, etc. Swami Gaurangapada now has a permanent place of residence in Sri Jagannath Puri Dham and reaching out to the whole world through his website www.nitai.com, that is nitai.com, and www.gaurangapad.net. In fact, today it is a great privilege to take time from our Swamiji, who has been invited by the Kalinga Trust, who has recently put up a huge Jagannath temple in Jubilee Hills and Banjara. On behalf of Swamiji, I invite all of you to come with your families for tomorrow evening as well as for day after tomorrow evening between 7:30 to 9:30, where he is going to speak on topics related to Lord Jagannath and his advent, and also about our relationship to God. There's a very deep spiritual topic which is going to cover in depth. And today, since we have gathered here on a corporate note, he's trying to develop on a subject to bring about parallels and the connectivity between spiritualism and materialism. And he is trying to bring about salient aspects of Bhagavad Gita, which is purely spiritual in fact, where the Bhagavad Gita is entirely about soul, but he picked up certain salient points to cover the necessities for the corporate world, like stress management, time management, art of self-management, power of habits, secret of concentration, mind your mind, positive mental attitude, team playing and winning trust of others, overcoming inferiority complex, constructive criticism, how to give it or take it, fate and free will, karma, the law of infallible justice, key to real happiness, conflict resolution, 8 qualities of an effective leader, managing our anger, self-development, personality development and character building, proactive leadership, art of living and leaving, both. These are some of the topics he will try to touch upon. Of course, the duration is too short. Usually such kind of programs are held on a very lengthy note, and he is trying to squeeze his time within next 1.5 to 2 hours, followed by a question answer session. So, thank you, and I now respectfully pass on to our Swamiji to give his discourse. Thank you.